Y'all, it's Leah. We are continuing our series on making our ideas book, where we are creating different templates for junk journal elements that we can refer to in the future. And so today we are going to do these wraparound tags. So you just have two regular, two tags, whatever size you want, and then they hinge in the back just with two pieces of cardstock. And so then you can add them to a journal like this, just with a clip of some sort. So you just wrap them around and then you're gonna clip it in there. And so, oops, I'll only grab the one. Well, you could do it like this where it's only clipped on one side and then you can hinge it that way, or you can clip it to where it's sort of a hidden journaling spot if you want, where you clip both sides and just leave them like that. So however you want to do that. I'm just going to leave this out so I can reference it. Okay, so you can decide what size tags you want to use for this. I am starting just with 2 pieces of 3x6 paper, and then I went ahead and used single side for this because my inside is just going to be left for journaling. You can decide to use double-sided cardstock if you want. This one was just a piece of paper. I started off, both sides were just this. It's just got a little bit of texture to the page. Not really, it looks like texture. It's not really texture. But this still creates some journaling space here, and then I just decorated a little bit with some ribbon and then some gilding around the edges. But you can decide what you want to do with that inside piece and how much you want to decorate it. Okay, so again, I'm starting with 3x6, but the beauty of this is you can make them whatever size you want. So you're gonna go ahead and grab your both pieces. If you are using, depending on what you're using to create your corners, then you might want to stack these together to do your corners at the same time so that they match up. So you can freehand them and then just take the one piece and flip it over if you want, or if you have a credit card or a gift card, you can, I just cut random angles on here, and so you can lay that on there. But I have a corner punch, and so I'm just going to use that to cut that off and make my pieces fly. So that's always the fun part. So usually they end up on me. Okay, and then I'm realizing this one didn't. Let's redo that one to make sure that gets okay. That's pretty even. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces like this, and then you just need 2 pieces of another cardstock that can be single-sided because you're not going to see any of it. These can be really as wide as you want. I made mine 1.5 by 1.25, but you could really go down to 1 inch if you wanted. Or sorry, this is a 1/2 inch this way. You could make it, like 1/4 inch. They don't have to be that bad or that big. They're not holding a ton of weight or anything. And so you are gonna just flip your cards over and just make sure they're in the right direction. So I want them to go like this. So I'm gonna flip it like this. And then you are just gonna glue your pieces. Actually, what I do is I like to fold these in half first, just because it helps me to know where I want that hinge and where I'm gonna do my glue. I'm gonna fold those like that, and then we'll just add some glue to both sides. And you want to make sure that these are lined up And technically that only matters if you're gonna take these tags off and have them like open side by side, because otherwise they're not going to be seen. And this part, it doesn't really matter where you are gluing it. Because again, you just need them to be able to fold. And so then we're just gonna fold it this way to make sure it opens. Okay. And then you can decorate as much as you want. Now for these, I really could have done it the opposite way. And I could have put my hinges on this side since this size has the lines, and then I could have done my journaling here. That's totally an option as well. And then I could have left the white side blank for me to decorate however I wanted. So that's always an option as well. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get our book. Grab the right journal, get this ready, and then we'll go over our directions. So we cut 2 pieces of cardstock, whatever size you want your finished tags to be. In my case, I did 3 by 6. And then you're gonna have your 2 pieces of scrap cardstock. I did mine 1/2 inch by 1 1/4 inch, but you could make that smaller if you wanted, especially if you're gonna use it for journaling space. You can make that a little bit smaller. Then you are gonna stack your tags and trim your top corners. And then your option is to round those bottom corners. I did do that on my original. And then ink them, or I did the gilding polish or gilding wax on mine, so you have that option as well. Then you're going to lay your cards face down, and then make sure that they are, if your paper is like directional or something, you want to make sure that they're face down in the right direction. And then you are going to glue your 2 strips across both tags, fold it in half, decorate it, and then clip it around your page. All right, so let's grab this, and I just need something that I can wrap it around. It doesn't have to be, oh, that's a good page. Okay, so we're just gonna do this, and I'm gonna clip it just with my little paper clip, and then glue this down. All right, I hope you are still enjoying this series, or if you are new, I hope you are enjoying it. Maybe go back and look at some of the previous templates that we have made, and drop me a comment. I always love hearing from people, and if there's something that you want to see me create in the future, please let me know. We did hit 900 subscribers. We're a little over that now, so I'm super excited about that. Looking forward to hopefully hitting 1,000, and that will be very cool. I will definitely do some little happy mails after that. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.